Don't forget to check out our sponsor, The Health Blaze, at thehealthblaze.com. 100% all natural products from lotions, soaps, foot soaks, bath bombs, and much, much more. Use the promo code Goodfella1Boxing. Tell them your boy CJ Goodfella sent you. Get 18% off. We out.
All right, let's talk about some boxing. Appreciate everybody for tapping in. Best way to donate to the channel is to share the video. If you haven't, hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. But got some information, some inside information. And I know a person that was ready for me to report this. It's a rumor. I put this out here, so you're going to be ready to hear this about Teo and Bud. Also, we're going to talk about Ryan Garcia and WBC ordered him to fight Devin Haney. But first, let's talk about y'all guy, y'all man's Errol Spence. Hearing some things about who he could fight in this next fight. So let's talk about it. Check out the Boxing News playlist and the Boxing Remember playlist. You want to make a donation, just share that video for your boy. With my Cash App is in the description, PayPal there as well too. But Qdoba, for people who didn't know, and a lot of people didn't know this, he left Top Rank a few months ago. The fight between him and Sergey Lipyets for the mandatory fight Errol Spence fell out because Qdoba couldn't leave his country, because I'm guessing because of the corona. And since Custio Clayton and Lipyets fought to a draw, it seemed like Qdoba is the front runner to face Errol Spence. Now, he was already the mandatory. He didn't have to fight Lipyets. He put in a request to fight Lipyets. Lipyets put in a request to fight him. So it looked like he's going to maintain his status as mandatory, and Custio Clayton and Lipyets is going to be like a secondary mandatory if they fight again. But I do know that Custio beat that ass, and everybody knew it. But Lipyets can't deal with lateral front back. He can't deal with no movement. If you stand in front of Lipyets, you got a chance to beat him. So Custio really should be the mandatory, but one of the PBC promoters signed Qdoba. I can't pronounce that long ass name. And it was Samson Tulowitzki. Samson Boxing signed him to a 3-fight deal, whatever it was. So now they're setting up for Errol Spence to fight him. Now, some other names I heard thrown out there with Errol Spence, and there could be more. It was Ugas, and it was another name. It was Ugas, and it was somebody else. All right, how can I forget? Ugas, Lipyets, not Lipyets, but Qdoba, and the great Manny Pacquiao were the 3 fights I heard that was supposed to happen. But I heard that Manny Pacquiao is trying to fight Mikey Garcia next. So he was going to fight Mikey. He didn't want to fight Mikey. Now I heard that basically he looking to fight Mikey and then possibly McGregor, possibly Earl before that. But I heard before last year came that Pacquiao, this was his 2020 was his last year. But obviously he didn't fight in 2020. Okay. So he going to finish out his career this year unless, you know, financially he needs some more money or he want to continue on. But I heard this year is his last year doing this boxing thing. So, you know, he fought the best. You know, some people speculate about him, but that is what it is. So you take Pacquiao out that equation. Now we talk about Ugas and the IBF mandatory Qdoba. Okay. And I like Qdoba. I don't know why they got rid of that tequila lime chicken. That just set them back from Chipotle. I like Chipotle better as long as they don't get you sick. Okay. But now you're talking about Ugas. I've been hearing Ugas is supposed to throw down with Keith Thurman. I don't know if PBC got any fights in January. We haven't heard anything, or I don't know anything. I didn't look. So I'm not sure when PBC going to come back hard. But I heard that Keith is supposed to be fighting Ugas. Okay. That's a fight Al pushing for. And also, that's a fight that, you know, I guess Keith is pushing for. So Ugas might get chose. I choose you. So a lot of people think Ugas going to beat Keith. Keith been out the ring, depending on when they fight, over almost another 18 months. Keith Thurman inactivity level is just crazy. He just don't fight on a regular basis. But, you know, I think Ugas last fight, Keith Thurman, he don't knock out Ugas or he don't drop him a few times. He need to retire, okay? He should dominate Ugas. He should dog walk Ugas. He should put Ugas in the Stone Cold Stunner. Then, if you smell, put the rock bottom on him. Then hit him with the people's elbow. Then tombstone him. Then suplex him. Then put him in the figure 4 leg lock, okay? Then put him in the crossface grip. Then break the walls down. And break the walls down, and sharpshooter was the same thing. But do the sharpshooter too. He should destroy Ugas. Ugas is a pedestrian fighter. Ugas is as regular as them Reggies that some of you niggas be smoking. I don't smoke at all. So, it really don't surprise me, okay? You know, Ugas fighting Keith. Ugas can't punch. Now, if Keith ain't the same guy, you know, due to the inactivity and injuries, Then Ugas beat him. We got to tip our hat off to Ugas. He earned a big fight with, somebody, Pacquiao, Errol, Spence, Terrence Crawford, Mikey Garcia, or whoever. But Ugas, he's a strong guy, but he just missing combination punches. He don't put all his punches together, and most Cuban fighters don't. The only one I can really remember in recent history was Yurkis Gamboa. Okay? He the only one putting them punches together, but he was an unorthodox Cuban. Okay? But, Keith Thurman and Ugas, that's a fight that I'll tune in for. I'm not sure if it's going to be Fox or Showtime or whatever, but, for Keith Thurman, they might fight in March. See, I ain't really heard nothing about the PBC schedule about next year. So, maybe they planning another, one of those, shows where they going to have people on the stage or virtually have them there. But, I've been hearing Keith Thurman and Ugas for a few months. Even though Keith Thurman don't take chances and knock nobody out, if you want to make that statement, his mom need to tell him he need to knock Ugas out. But Keith Thurman should have moved up years ago. He should have been challenging himself. But then again, Al Heyman did this to Ugas. Okay, did this to Keith Thurman. Al Heyman did that to him by overpaying him because fighters didn't want to fight him, and Al Heyman didn't make nobody do nothing. And Al Heyman like that nice granddad that gave everybody a few hundred for Christmas or $100 whatever, and he don't like to say no. And obviously, he need to tell somebody to jump in there with Keith Thurman. But Ugas is a good fight. They'd be fighting for the Reggie WBA belt. And I think a lot of you guys would be satisfied with the results of that fight. And, personally, I look forward to it. So I'm hearing that basically, maybe he fight Qdoba. I'm not sure if it's going to be his first fight on PBC. I think it may be, especially for the 3-fight deal. So, quite frankly, the way Errol Spence looked last time, if he consistent and is not smoking, not drinking, not eating, whatever he doing, if he consistent what he do, I like Errol to stop this guy. Okay, Errol just too strong, and Errol not a one-punch fighter, and that's all right. Hagler wasn't either. A lot of fighters, he's an attrition fighter. He's gonna throw punches in bunches or throw punches and just wear you down. But if he don't knock this guy out, I don't know what to say. It's just that I think he might got some of that Keith Thurman from Al Heyman, that Keith Thurman secret juice, that Bugs Bunny, Michael Jordan juice, that, he just financially been overcompensated, that he don't take risks no more. You know what I'm saying? And that happens when you get overcompensated and you got something to lose, you got to owe, you got millions and millions, and you got notoriety. And with social media, you lose or get knocked out, you become a mill. I think that kind of makes some of these dudes gun shy and pulling the trigger. So that is what it is. Let's talk about Ryan and Devin. I heard that, and I already did a video if you didn't see it, that Ryan Garcia, his trainer, said he wasn't ready for Devin Haney or Gervonta Tank Davis, and they going to go another route. And I heard that route possibly could be y'all guy, y'all man's Jorge Linares. And when I was bashing Linares years ago, I made a lot of enemies, but I was just stating the facts. I ain't got no ill will for Linares. He a solid fighter, but he wasn't what people was pumping him up to be when Lomachenko fought him and all that other stuff. So, I heard he going the Linares route. His trainer don't feel like he right. His trainer ain't corrected nothing, that I seen physically. He's still standing too high. You know what I'm saying? His footwork is garbage. His hands coming back low. That's how he got dropped. He gonna bring his hands back home. So, I heard that don't expect Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia to fight right now. They don't think he ready. And basically, he told his advisor that, Eddie Renato, that he ain't ready for the Rumble in the Jungle. But, it is what it is. I heard Devin Haney supposed to fight Javier Fortuna. Somebody sent me a video where Javier Fortuna called Haney a coward and signed a contract, and he was ducking him. And I heard that Haney ducked Linares, he ducked Fortuna, and he didn't want to fight those guys sometimes last year or whatever it was. But unless he's moving up or vacating or it's vacation season, I need a vacation. I'm going to fight for the IBF, which greater, going to 140, stack me some paper, whatever it is. He going to look a pump, but I know he don't want to fight Fortuna. Fortuna all wrong for him. Physical, can punch, leading with his head. He gonna have some issues with Fortuna. And his daddy don't seem to know what he's talking about in the corner. So it's a fight that possibly he can lose. Because Fortuna is one of them guys that people see as a journeyman, even though he won the title. He one of them dudes that's rough and tough. He gonna throw them bows. And he gonna make life hell for Devin Haney. And Haney is gonna have to sit there and deliver and have to plant his feet. If you worried about getting hit, this ain't the fight for him, because Fortuna gonna hit you with everything. Hip shots, body shots, elbows, uppercuts. If you smell, he gonna hit you with the people's elbow. He gonna hit you with everything. Crown his head. He gonna do the fool. So if Devin Haney don't sit there and stay home and deliver, he going to be in a lot of trouble. And quite frankly, that's a fight that if I was his handlers, I wouldn't take that shit. Because it's no risk, no reward. He only can look bad in that fight. If he go in there and knock out Fortuna, well, Fortuna been knocked out before. Or Fortuna, he ain't did this. Fortuna, he gave Robbie, he ain't that good. But Fortuna, one of those fighters, for that hit and don't get hit style, he bad for it. He gonna smother you. He gonna drop them bows on you. He gonna do everything. He gonna beat your mother. He gonna beat your father. Shit, I wouldn't want to fight Fortuna if I was Haney. But you know, if he duck Fortuna, it lets you know all he want. A lot of people, he don't want Fortuna. But, you know, you wanted Lomachenko. And, you know, Fortuna would have been a good test to get you ready for Lomachenko because he awkward. He loses a lot of angles. You know, he's a tough guy, Javier Fortuna, man. So, somebody you got to look out for. But, quite frankly, you know, if Devin wanted to be the best, that'd be his first. That's a tougher test than Luke Campbell. You know, Luke Campbell ain't his heart pump purple Kool-Aid. Been telling y'all that. But Ryan Garcia had more heart. You know, people forgot Luke can punch. He reminded you, you know. But... yeah, let me know what you guys think about the WBC ordering Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia to get down. Let's talk about what I heard. And I'm going to leave this anonymous because I ain't going to say who told me how this went down. But I'm hearing that Teofimo Lopez is preparing to gun up and fight Terrence Crawford. Now, I didn't get a timeline on, you know, when they wanted to fight Terrence Crawford. But it's something that they talking about behind the scenes. Now, I don't know if this is a direct... thing in which Terrence Crawford can't get those PBC guys in the ring. And I heard that him and Sean Porter was going to fight, you know. So I don't know if they trying to get him something to offer in the near future. And it got to be in the near future because Bud said he don't want to be hanging around fighting. No, if it's a situation where, you know, Teofimo Lopez going to fight the winner of Taylor and Ramirez. I know they got to fight Catterall. And then he's trying to move up and fight Terrence Crawford. But this is something that they talked about internally. I heard that his father believes that Terrence Crawford going to pretty much handle Errol Spence and beat him easy. And that they want their shot at Terrence Crawford. So this is what his father, I'm hearing is saying. And that's what they want to do. And my thing about it is go for it. You know, Teofimo Lopez is ambitious. He can beat Loma. I don't think he's going to get past Taylor Ramirez winner, which I think is going to be Taylor. But you know, if they do get past those guys and he go to 47 and he beat Bud, shit, he pound for pound #1 by far. And this is something that I wasn't going to look out for. This is something that came to my doorstep. And if they want to do it, I'm not deterring them to do it. We got too many people and too many times in boxing where they deter these fighters from fighting the best. If he got goals that's high, that's what we want. We so accustomed to goals that's low, you know. The guys that want to take the easy road and guys that want to fight take the easy road. And we got somebody in Teofimo Lopez that's trying to be ambitious. Now, if he beat Josh Taylor, I will be 100% surprised. Lomachenko agreed with me that he shouldn't go to 140 and fight those guys. He stayed at 35, but then again, he does have a stake in that in which he is at 35. He want to redeem his honor like Zuko. This is my honor! You know, for losing to Teofimo Lopez. But, you know, if Lopez trying to fight Bud, then maybe he gonna stay at top ranking. That's a sticky situation because they send Teo to go get a belt? Because I mean, obviously Pacquiao be retired by then. Maybe Errol move up, but that'll be interesting, you know, because Bud got really long arms. And Teofimo Lopez, we don't know if he's gonna keep that punching power or it's gonna increase at 40 or 47. But, you know, obviously they looking for Crawford to beat on Errol first, and that may or may not happen. And they looking to strike for that. So, you know, most people call him crazy, but a lot of people was calling him jokes crazy when they said it was going to beat Lomachenko. They didn't go in there and knock him out, but they beat him. But there's so much missing in his game before you go fight a 32, 33-year-old Bud Crawford that's basically a master of his craft. But, you know, who knows? He might crush Crawford getting old, you know. He might cross Crawford with a shot. But most people believe right now, before Teofimo Lopez, you know, complete, if he can become undisputed at 2 weight classes, shit. But if he can do that, that'd be interesting. But, you know, I think Terrence gonna knock him. I think Josh Taylor gonna give him that work, but we'll see. You know, but if TL can complete that, shit, he can retire and beat a Don Dada. You know, Mayweather probably, if he was with Mayweather, oh no, we ain't gonna do that right now. We're gonna wait till Crawford get old, or we're gonna make the Josh Taylor get old. We don't care about undisputed. But hey, let me know what you guys think about the video. Don't forget we on Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. You can reach out if you have a business question, inquiry, sponsorship, video request. All my social media links in the description. Fast way to reach me is Twitter, then Facebook, then Instagram. All the links there. We also got a Facebook group. Want to check that out. Want to make a financial donation? Cash App, CJ Good 313. That's in the description. PayPal link in the description. Best way to donate. Share the video. Hit that subscribe button, bell icon button. Let me know what you think in the comment section. One time for the one time we go.
Belief about
I'm on the phone.
You on the phone?
Yeah.
You looking at my baby?
No, I ain't looking at
right?
No, I'm good.
You sure?
Yeah, I'm good.
All right, man. Next time we come outside, don't be staring and shit like that. I don't like that.
I wasn't looking at him.